Hi, and welcome to the Canceled News, your only canceled source of news besides the New York Post. I'm trying something a little bit different this week. I want to be a little more loose and natural on camera. I read one way to do that is to have a drink to loosen up, so I'll be sipping whiskey tonight. Here's what's in the news. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the Miami Heat to win their 17th NBA title. Now, I didn't watch the game, but I figured they won when 20 cop cars went flying past my house towards the Staples Center. That's not a joke, that's really what happened. During a speech, Kim Jong-un choked up while talking about the hardships North Korea has endured. Not because he was sad, it's because he's proud of a job well done. The North Korean dictator also held a parade to unveil a massive new ballistic missile. Meanwhile, our dictator canceled all of our parades. Speaking of Gavin Newsom, Governor Newsom has limited large family gatherings to no more than 2 hours and no singing. Now, I'm sometimes hard on Gavin Newsom, but I completely agree. These are already the rules I had for hanging out with family. No more than 2 hours and no singing. A man was arrested for painting swastikas near the Louvre Museum in Paris. Now, I know that swastika looks scary, but when you actually go to the Louvre, it's kind of small and unimpressive. Former rapper Logic bought a rare Charizard Pokemon card for $226,000. Now, I know some of my older viewers don't know who Charizard is, but in fairness, I don't know who Honus Wagner is. Although one thing we can all agree on, we don't know who Logic is. Kanye West has released his first campaign ad, which is just the entire Trump-Biden debate. There are reports that upon his release from Walter Reed Hospital, President Trump wanted to rip open his shirt to reveal a Superman costume, which would still make more sense than Robert Pattinson playing Batman. Donald Trump now says that he is immune to coronavirus and calls it a protective glow. Turns out that protective glow is just the grease from the 11 Big Macs he ate. But judging by that picture, it's not so much that it is a glow, I would describe it more as weird pale circles around his eyes. After testing negative twice for coronavirus, Trump told a crowd in Florida, "I'll kiss everyone in the room. I'll kiss the guys and the beautiful women." So since there were beautiful women there, it must have been near Miami and not the Panhandle. Chris Christie changed his position on masks after revealing that he spent 7 days in the ICU recovering from coronavirus. In fact, the hospital was at 98% capacity that week, and that was just from Chris Christie. Right. Time to loosen up a little more.
You got me real loose.
Meghan Markle said in a new interview that the trolling she experienced was almost unsurvivable. Thankfully, the life of wealth and luxury she inherited for nothing made it totally survivable. Armenia and Azerbaijan are in an armed conflict over a disputed region between the two countries. Now, if you're not familiar with this, there's a mountainous region that's occupied mostly by Armenians, but isn't technically part of Armenian territory. So it's like if Glendale and Pasadena fought over Altadena. But this is a big deal in Los Angeles. There's Armenian flags everywhere. In fact, I was at the Woodman the other night, and a group of guys from Armenia and a group of guys from Azerbaijan got in an argument over the conflict. It was like Bar Wars, Attack of the Colognes. Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearings began this week, and she was asked to show sorry, I'm getting a little drunk here. Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearing began this week, and when she was asked to show the notes she was I got this, hold on. Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearing began this week, and when she was asked to show the notes she was using, she held up a blank piece of paper. So it turns out President Trump was working on something important in this picture. Those are the notes he gave to his Supreme Court nominee. I got through it eventually. Colin Kaepernick penned an essay calling for the police and prisons to be abolished. He then sent his letter off to the Make a Stupid Wish Foundation. Wait to hear this. A Brazilian senator was caught hiding $5,000 between his butt cheeks. What's worse, it was in ones. It's a lot of paper money to hide in your butt cheeks. Doc Antle from Tiger King has been arrested on wildlife trafficking charges. He was caught trying to shove a giraffe inside a Wayfair cabinet. Like where the elite order their children from. A Russian fighter A Russian fighter pilot flew his jet 1,300 miles per hour with the top of the cockpit open. Not because he was trying to be cool, he just farted. I would never do a joke like that if I wasn't drinking. A new study found that coronavirus can stay contagious on paper money for up to 4 weeks. Well, yeah, now that Brazilian guys are carrying it around in their butt cheeks. It's a callback to the butt cheek thing from earlier. A white woman called the Second Lady of Pennsylvania, who's Brazilian, the N-word. But yeah, Bill Burr's monologue is the problem. Many on the left are criticizing Ice Cube for working with the Trump administration on a new initiative to help black people. And yet the left never criticized Ice Cube for Ride Along 1 and 2, Anaconda, and Are We There Yet? Hormel Foods is giving away bacon-scented coronavirus masks. Oh, so now we know why Chris Christie changed his position on masks. But the Hormel bacon-scented masks are proving way more popular than their controversial bat soup-scented coronavirus masks. That's it for the news. I hope this loosened me up a little bit tonight. I don't even know if I can feel it, but I can't imagine how drunk I'm going to be when I start editing.